It's me again. I wanted to walk you through my shed business. You can go look at these. They're on Classroom, and these are in the spreadsheet. So if you use the tabs along the bottom, you'll see where I'm at. Okay, I have a little advantage here. As you know, I bought a Home Depot shed kit. My friend and I put it together, so I know how much it costs for the kit. I also know from the directions on the kit exactly what materials I needed, what kind of lumber, how much of it, everything. So then I was able to use all that to help me with the project. So let's just take a few minutes and look. My labor costs. I'm going to pay 2 people $15 an hour, and it takes 15 hours to build the shed from beginning to end. That's basically 2 days. So that ended up being $450 in labor per shed. And this is the 6x4 cedar shed. I priced out all this other stuff. Pine, cedar, roof, fasteners, hinges. I just used Home Depot to get prices. And all of those are variable costs because I'm using them up as I build sheds. As soon as you put your prices in here, the spreadsheet is going to add them up. So that was my total variable cost. Now these questions over here on the right, so important. This is going to help you, sorry, my neck's killing me. This is going to help you set your prices. So my first question, how many products or services can I deliver in a day, a week, or a month? Well, luckily, I knew that it's going to take 2 people about 2 days to build a shed. So I said each shed takes 2 days of labor. So the most we're going to build is probably 3 sheds per week. So 2 for 6 days a week. And also, I can't do this all year round. I basically took winter off. So instead of it being 52 weeks a year, I'm only going to be building sheds 35 weeks a year. 35 weeks, 3 sheds a week, got me to 105 sheds that we can build each year. Now, the next question, what price do people pay for a comparable product? I used the internet, and I found out that people are spending around $5,000 for a totally built shed like I am building. So you can get the kit for $1,400, but the average person cannot do it. And in fact, you need 2 people to do it. You couldn't do this by yourself. It would take forever. It's just simply too heavy. There's too much going on. So now that I know those 2 answers, I'm starting to get an idea of my income. If you sold all your products and services for 1 year at that price, what would I earn? So 105 times 5,000 means my income is going to be $525,000. There's another way to do that, and this is why I said optional. You may find, like for a landscape business or some other business where it depends a little bit, something like square footage. You can find out like how much people pay for something per square foot. So it turns out shed, it works for that. And yeah, so a 6x4 shed is about 24 square feet. And that came out to $50 in my costs per square foot. But my research showed me that people are paying $250 for a complete built shed that's in their backyard. They don't have to do anything. So that $5,000 is just about perfect. So variable costs plus using my variable costs and the web to come up with an idea of how much income I'm going to earn. That's helpful because when you get to the next one, total cost. Sorry, I'm going to use my example. You might find out that once you add in all the fixed costs, that you're not making much of a profit. So let me just walk you through mine. I want everyone to buy a vehicle. You as the owner can use the vehicle, or you might need a vehicle for deliveries or picking up supplies or whatever. So buy yourself a truck or a car, your choice, but keep it a reasonable price. Don't go crazy. Don't buy yourself a $100,000 vehicle. Get something that's not too expensive. So I found a truck for $30,000. We're not going to buy it in cash. We're going to take a loan for the truck over 5 years. So each year we'll pay $6,000 on the loan. The next piece of equipment, these are fixed costs, was a trailer. I'm going to need a trailer to move stuff. It's just going to happen. $5,000 for a used trailer. Power tools, I can get like a kit for about $2,000. I could get 2 nice kits, 2 workbenches, and 2 sets of hand tools. All of that came out to $13,500 of equipment. I'm not going to have an office. Marketing, I would like all of you to assume you're going to spend $5,000 the first year for your advertising. So just use $5,000. Website, if you want to say you're going to do it yourself, it's going to be $200 or $300 a year. If you'd rather pay a professional, put $1,000. That's what I did. I'd like you to insure your vehicle and your business. $100 per month for each. That's a ballpark, we're guessing. So that came out to $2,400. These are fixed costs. I do want to have a home office, so a desk, a computer, a printer, phone, and internet. All of that came out to about $2,000. And I just shopped. Okay. Payroll. I paid myself $20 an hour. That's where this number came from. On the previous sheet, I already accounted for the other employees. So there's 2 people out there building the sheds. I already accounted for them on the variable costs. So that's just a note here. Don't add them in again. I'll just show you really quickly. Their labor is going to be here as they build the sheds. So I don't want to accidentally double count them. So I'm paying myself this much. I don't really have inventory. When I show somebody the shed we're going to build and they say, let's do it, and I take their deposit, that's when I send the guys out to go buy the lumber or whatever. So no inventory. It's not like the music store or something like that where I need to have inventory on hand. Travel. You know, I did just a Google search, and it turns out between gas and maintenance and little repairs, that truck is going to be about $10,000 in costs. So I just put it in. Depends on how much we use it, but I think $10,000 is a good number. We don't have shipping. Product variable costs. What's this giant number, Mr. Fisher? This is from the other sheet. I sold 105 sheds. That cost me $1,220 for each one. So do the math. You get $128,100. When you add, well, it'll add all this up for you. My total costs, fixed and variable, I've got them all right here. So variable costs are tricky. Make sure you answer these questions on the side. That'll help you out a great deal. Now I've got my total costs. The last thing I need to do is decide, am I going to be profitable? Well, I can see already, yeah, it's going to work out. I can prove it here on the 3rd sheet. Don't forget to answer these questions. It'll really help you. So my income from that variable cost questions, $525,000. My total costs from the sheet I just went over, that had all of the costs together, was $195,000. So the profit or loss is just subtraction. So think about it. I paid myself like $30,000 just to own the business, and I'll work really hard. But after all the bills are paid, there's still going to be over $300,000 in profit. That goes in my pocket as the entrepreneur. I could use it to expand the business, maybe go into some other kind of buildings, maybe hire more employees, and I can build more sheds if there's higher demand. But at least I know I have a starting point. So in real life, you might find out that the income is a lot less and the costs are a lot higher. But by having this, I can then compare what happens in real life and be more prepared. So this is hard. This is the hardest part of our project. Take your time, come to the office hours, let me help you, and we will get through it. Let Google help you with all of this stuff. Somebody has already tried to do this, I guarantee it. So let Google help you with all of your searching. So until next time, aloha, my friends, and keep working hard on this. I hope it's interesting, if not fun. See you soon.